Hey gang, it's Jennalea, and today I have Amelia here practicing with me, and we're going to do a 35 to 40 minute Vinyasa, one to build just a little bit of heat in the body and to help you just overcome any roadblocks that you might be facing right now. There are going to be moments that might challenge you, might feel a little uncomfortable, and in that moment, as I always remind you, that is the magic. So the best thing we can really do is breathe. So let's just begin in a comfortable seat, whether you are kneeling, cross-legged, sitting on something, or against something. Hands to lap or knees, close your eyes. And isn't it funny that when we try something new that we've never done before, or maybe you've only done it once before, that we kind of judge ourselves if that something doesn't come to fruition the way we wanted it to. That we're like, oh my God, how didn't you ace that? But why would we if we've never done it before? So I like this idea of trying on our mat and trying, not perfecting. So if something comes up and it is brand new, how could we face that moment like a child? Just ready to dive all the way in. That real willingness with no attachment to the outcome. So how's the body today? Check in. Are you holding tension anywhere? If the answer is yes, meet that tension with breath. Soften, relax, let go. Breathe a little deeper. Open your mouth, let it go. Now let's come to a steady breath. Inhaling for a count of 3. Exhaling for a count of 3. And go for 2 more. Relaxing into your breath. It's a breath that makes the uncomfy comfy. So let's use it as our anchor in this practice, our guide. And take your right hand to rest beside you onto the floor. As the eyes go open, left arm to the sky, inhale, big stretch. Then tip over to the right, option to look under the left armpit. The left sit bone anchored to the floor. Take a little further reach. And then we're going to reach our left hand closer towards the right top corner of the mat. I want you to lean your left breast down toward your right knee. And we're going to take our hand along the floor all the way as a subtle forward fold to the left. Right arm to the sky, sit up through center, inhale. Then fold over to the left, keeping the right sit bone grounded. Option to look under right armpit. Keeping your face soft, your throat soft. Just an easy posture. And then we begin to fold all the way in toward that left knee with the right armpit. Up, over, around to the front. Up through center, left arm high, take an inhale. Hold it for the exhale. Right arm to the sky, sit nice and tall, stretch. Hands down to heart space. And let's interlock the fingers, stretch into the hand, push forward. Option to curve the back or to sit tall, whatever's good, feel into it. I really focus on getting a nice big opening in both palms and all fingers. And then go ahead and keep the interlock, but bring the palms into touch in front of your chest, one big fist. And then create some figure eights. Doesn't matter what direction, because we'll go both ways. Go the opposite way now. Get that brain working. An option to keep the interlock and to practice moving without your hands. Come over onto your knees, just in the middle of the mat. Again, you can keep the interlace. We're going to curl the toes under and then park the bum back onto the heels for Caesar. And if your pinky toes have potential to connect to the ground, just take a little adjustment. Whether your hands stay in prayer, knuckles, or lap. If you need the support fingers just to the ground so your bum has a subtle lift. And it's that moment to make the uncomfy comfy. Use your breath. There's magic in this moment. Let's not leave the magic, let's stay. One more breath, that's all. Begin to move your body forward nice and slowly so your hands softly arrive to the ground, shoulders over the hands, and then just point your toes and take a moment to pause. I'm not arriving into this practice to dull anything that comes up, instead let it be. The sensation in your feet, your body, information, traveling. And from there, I want you to bring your knees just a little closer together. Now your legs are narrow. Then pull up your low belly, ground into the hands, feel your shoulders doming to the roof. Then take your chin toward your chest, looking down toward your inner thighs. From here, guys, drive into the tops of the feet, lift the knees. Keeping the rounding, the curve of your back body, the toning of your belly, left foot to the bum, hold 5. Keep breathing, 4. 3, 2, 1, left toes down. Slide your knees to the ground. Let's take a cow pose, biceps forward, gaze forward, inhale. And nice and slowly roll in, roll under, feel the wrist pull toward the knees. We're gonna hover the knees again, look toward the inner thighs, right foot up. And that's it. Notice how one side, it might be a little harder than the last, but that's okay. Breath holds us here. Toes to the ground, knees slowly to the ground. Drop the belly, gaze forward, cow pose. And then curl the toes under, come into your down dog nice and slow. And then guys, I encourage you to take the dog for a walk. Movement that feels liberating. Moving the knees, moving the hips. Whatever else is good. Now, let's keep our legs narrow. Bring the 2 big toes to touch. And then pull the floating ribs back. Drive the hands down. We're going to come forward for a count of 5 into high plank. Slow. Taking your gaze to the front edge of the yoga mat, the neck is long. Keeping the hands driving down, rotate the biceps forward. Take a deep breath in. Then go back to down dog, hips to the roof. Let's come onto the tippy toes, lift the bum high. Then start to walk forward, just one little step at a time. You can take a soft bend in the knees or practice your Frankenstein walk. Up to the top. Hands over shins or to the ground, halfway lift. Then bend the knees, take a fold, let it go. Arms forward and up to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. And then hands together down to your heart space. Tadasana, arms beside you. Chest nice and proud. Arms forward and up, inhale. Bend the knees as you fold, exhale. And take a halfway lift, belly to spine. And step back with your left foot, bend your right knee deeply. Take your right arm to the sky, open up to the palm. Right hand all the way back to the ground. Right leg to the sky, take a one-legged dog. Bend the right knee, open up your right hip. Now you could totally stay here or left hand halfway back. You might even come onto the left finger pads like you're holding a golf ball. Keeping the left heel, the back heel driving down into the floor. One final breath. And as your left hand comes back, right knee all the way to the left armpit, squeeze across the body. Take a one-legged plank, shoot the leg back, keep the shoulders over the hands. Hold 5. Keeping the back body in a slight dome. The right outer thigh rolling down. You got this, 2. Check in with the breath. Left knee to the floor. Look forward. Now keep the right outer hip rotating down. We're going to lean our chest forward. Bend the elbows, come all the way down. Followed by your right leg. Point the toes. Baby Cobra, squeeze those glutes. And exhale, roll back to your forehead. Let's come just a little higher, Cobra. Keep the elbows bent. Then relax back to the ground. One more time, Cobra. Squeeze elbows to ribs. And then take it to the ground. Sliding back through child's pose or table for downward facing dog. In down dog, 1 breath. Come on to tippy toes. This time we'll bend the knees, look to the hands, step, walk or jump. Inhale, lengthen your spine, heart forward. Bend the knees to fold, let go. Arms forward and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands down to prayer, exhale. Tadasana. Standing nice and tall. Press down into your feet, arms up, inhale. Fold forward, bend the knees, exhale. Halfway, inhale. And place your right foot to the back of the yoga mat. Left arm spins to the sky, open twist. Hand all the way back to the yoga mat. Left leg to the sky, one-legged down dog, lift. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Push down your back heel into the ground. Option for the right hand to go halfway back. Yeah, finger pads is a nice place to be. Notice the 3 points of contact you have to the ground. Nice even effort. Awesome. One more breath. Right hand back, left knee, right tricep squeeze. One-legged plank, keep the shoulders isolated over the hands. Now rotate that left outer hip down. Yeah, really nice. Keep the left leg active all the way from the foot to the butt. There's just 5, guys, 5 breaths, not counts. So really breathe into it. Feel the power in your hands and the power in overcoming. We trying. I read yesterday, change is inevitable, growth is optional. And it really stuck with me that, yes, things are constantly changing, as are you, but growing, that's your choice. So the moments you're shaking, and I'm shaking too, we're growing. Yeah. Drop the right knee. Look forward, one-legged little chaturanga here. Slide to the ground, controlled. And drop the left leg. Point the toes hard up, inhale, as high as you want to go. Then take it to dog on the exhale, butt to the sky. Let's take 2 deep breaths, reset. Then please bring your big toes to touch. For a count of 5, high plank. And taking the gaze forward. Keep those legs nice and active. Chaturanga, come halfway down. Remember, you can drop your knees, push up, high plank. Down dog, push back. Right leg to the sky. Right knee to the chest. Leg to the sky. Step your right foot between the hands. Right arm to the sky, inhale. Right hand to the ground, step forward, fold, exhale. And take a halfway lift. Let it go, forward fold. Arms forward and up. Hands to heart. Tadasana. Arms up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway in. Fold back, out. Chair, inhale. Keep your chair, hands to prayer, exhale. Chest nice and proud, tailbone long. Come onto the tippy toes. Keep your knees pointing forward. I know you want to collapse them in. It's nice and easy that way, but we have a subtle push out of the knees. Feel the glutes talk back, and then drop the butt to your heels. Take an inhale here. Now sitting nice and tall, twist to your right. Keep that right knee pointing forward, navel hugging to spine. Chest nice and tall, pull up. And come back through center, take a nice deep breath, and then twist over to your left. Keep that left knee pulling forward, right hip pulling back. Breath is anchor. Come back through center, take the arms forward, take a big breath in. Tadasana, breath out. Arms forward and up, Urdhva. Take it to the ground, bend your knees. Take a halfway lift. Step back with the right foot. Left leg to the sky, one-legged dog. Left knee to the chin. Take a one-legged plank just like we practiced. Look forward. Option to drop the right knee, chaturanga. Toes land, heart lifts. Inhale. Downward dog. Left leg to the sky. Left knee to the chin. Up to the sky. Step forward. Left arm, inhale, twist. Hand to the ground, step the right foot forward, fold. Halfway. Fold. Arms up, stand tall. Hands to prayer. Tadasana. Arms up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Let it go. Chair pose. Inhale. Hands to prayer, keep that butt dropping deep. Come onto the toes straight away. Take a deep breath in. Butt onto the heels. Keep the knees pointing forward, subtle push out. This time I'm going to give you the option to take your arms high. We'll stay at prayer. We take a deep breath in. Now we're going to twist back to our left. Option to bring the right arm forward, left arm back. Keeping the left knee pulling forward, right hip pulling back. And in those moments you get a little shaky. It's all good. We come back through center, either arms up or hands prayer. And we're going to go over to our right this time, twist. Keep breathing. This is the good stuff. I even think the cameraman's a little jealous. He wants in. Take a deep breath. Everybody back through center. One breath in. Tadasana, stand up. Arms to the sky. If you want to lean back, lean back. Then push your bum back as you fold, long spine. Heart forward, deep breath. Left foot to the back, lunge deep. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Right knee to the chin. One-legged plank, look forward. Come down, chaturanga. Drop the toes, heart forward. Downward dog. Right leg high. No delays. Step forward. Right arm high, inhale. Hand to the mat, step forward, exhale. Straight away, arms up, stand up. Back to the earth. Chair pose. Hands prayer, lift the heels, butt down. Arms to the sky, inhale. Tadasana, exhale. Arms forward and up. Take it to the ground. Heart forward, inhale. Right foot steps back, exhale. Left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Onto the ball of the right foot, lift high. Rotate the outer edge of the right foot to the ground, preparing for wild things slow. Left foot to the right, drop your bum nice and low. Then lift your hips, lift your left arm. Lean back. Give that right armpit hugging to the right breast, squeeze. We're going to sit our butt down halfway. Look to the top of your mat, step the left foot forward. High crescent lunge, arms to the sky. Hold for 3. A little bend in the back knee is going to help you pull the tailbone nice and long. And drive forward into the left heel. Bringing the inner left glute toward the knee. Yeah, really nice. Feeling that pull of ribs to hips. And take a nice deep breath in. Then come into your warrior 2. Anchor the back heel. Heel to arch alignment. And then settle the shoulders. Even those little touches that make the uncomfy comfy. Yeah. Arriving here. For 3. Big breath. Go up and back, reverse. And we're going to go to that back leg, Skandasana. Bend the right knee, flick up the left toes. And I don't mind if your back heel is lifted or planted. Instead, I want you to focus on opening your right knee out to the right and then wrapping your left inner thigh up to the sky. Notice the more active your left toes are, there's more stability in your knee, important, and your thigh. Hands or no hands here. 3 breaths. Beautiful focus, 1 breath. And then hands or no hands, re-lunge into the front leg. Right hand down, left arm to the sky, take a twist. Hand to the mat, step the back foot forward, fold. Arms to the sky, straight away, reach up. Take it back to the ground, let it go. Chair pose, your favorite. Hands to prayer, come onto the heels, butt down. Arms to the sky, 1 breath in. Mountain pose, Tadasana, stand up. Woof, arms to the sky, reach up. Take it into fold, let it go. Beautiful, take a halfway lift. Then go ahead and step back with your left foot. Right leg to the sky, lift up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Now come right onto the ball of the left foot. Begin to rotate the outer edge of the foot to the ground, beautiful. As you drop your foot over to the left, drop your bum low to the ground. Flipping the dog, lift the hips nice and high, reach back. And keep pulling your left armpit up to the sky. Feel that squeeze, shoulders are engaged. Big breath. Now you're going to drop your bum halfway toward the floor. As you do, look forward. That is your trajectory. Right foot steps. High crescent lunge, arms to the sky. Rising with power, momentum. Maybe that little bend in the back knee. Feel the support of moving the tailbone in a downward direction. And the power, the strength of your arms, activity all the way to the fingertips. Groovy, 1 breath. Warrior 2, anchor down. And you guys just feel your way into Warrior 2. If there are edges that feel better soft rather than rigid, we meet our strength with softness. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. I know in this moment, I typically become quite fatigued. And she agrees, I got a smile out of her. Yeah, and it's that moment, do I stay or do I leave? What happens if you stay? Take a deep breath in. Let's go deeper. Reverse, up and back. All the way to the back foot. Skandasana. Beautiful. Bring the right toes a little closer into that right shin. Really opening the arch of your front foot up. Chest tall. Holding for 3. When I say holding, I mean enjoying. Enjoying for 3 breaths. Remember, this too is choice. Deep breath. And we're going to go to that front leg, bend the right knee, right arm to the sky, open up. Hand to the mat, step the back foot forward and fold. This time take a halfway lift, navel in. And then fold deeply, soft knees. Arms up to the sky, reach up. Hands down into prayer, pause. Take 2 deep breaths. And begin to lean your weight into your right leg. Take a micro bend in the right knee. Pull in your belly, left knee to the chest, flex the left toes. Engage the right glute, feel that support in your low back. And then anytime you prefer to keep your legs straight, that's your left leg, you could flex the heel out a little further. Just try to keep that integrity of your spine. Option to lift the arms to the sky or stay to prayer. Focusing on the breath here. 3. I'm going to start to reach our arms back wherever we're at. As we do, chest goes forward, leg goes back, keeping a little bend in our standing leg. Push the left heel to the back of the house, then pull your heart to the front. Rolling the left outer hip down, take a deep breath in. Then gently arrive at the back of the mat, left toes, arrowhead. Arms go forward and up, high crescent lunge. Take a deep breath in. We're going to go to the ground, exhale, hands down. Take a one-legged down dog, right leg height. Please bring your right knee onto your right tricep. Look forward, keep the knee to the tricep, bend the elbows halfway. Then straighten your elbows. Anytime you want to drop that left knee, bend the elbows. Straight elbows. Bend the elbows, stay. Pick up the back leg or come straight into upward facing dog. And then down dog. Left leg high. Step all the way through. Left arm high. Hand to the mat, step forward and fold. Halfway, fill up. Then let it all go, fold. Arms up. And then into prayer, we settle here, 2 breaths, close your eyes, or Tadasana. We reset. Feel your weight transfer into your left leg. Blink your eyes open for balance. Right knee to the chest, hands to prayer. Active left butt cheek squeeze. Keeping that right leg super awake. Option to extend the right leg forward or arms up, or both. Keep the focus sharp. We begin to tip forward, leg back, chest forward, leg back. Little bend in our standing leg. Kick the right heel back. Take a breath in, then drop into a gentle arrowhead. Arms to the sky, high crescent lunge. And then our hands meet the floor as you breathe out. Left leg up, one-legged dog. And left knee to the left tricep. So you can get that bone-to-bone connection, squeeze, bend the elbows. Straighten the elbows. You got this, bend the elbows. Straighten up, bend. Option to pick up the back leg. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Hips to the sky. One breath in. Here, let it all go. Open the mouth, side out. Nice. Big toes touch. We roll forward for a count of 5. Take your time, active recovery. Come down slowly to the floor, bend your elbows. All the way down. Arms into a letter T, right cheek to the ground. Relax. Or a cactus. And just notice the beat of your body. Again, change is inevitable. You can feel that, right? The heart rate, the body temperature. And the way you feel, your energy, your mood. Everything is so fluid. Even in a static pose in yoga, we recognize that nothing else is static. When we come to our mat, growth is also inevitable. Take your left hand just to rest beside your left rib cage. And we'll begin to lift our left foot over our right leg for a pec stretch. Try to relax your head and neck into the ground, your cheek. And if you'd like to add anything on here, you can. Try not to force it. We never want to force a shape. And then breathe into your belly. One more breath. Now, as slowly as you can, come through the center like a water bottle rolling in slow motion. You take your left arm back to the ground, just settle in for a moment, be in the in-between, the transition. Feel your body recalibrate. If you feel ready, switch cheeks, looking toward the right, and the right hand there to support you as you lift the right leg up and over. The moment you're feeling this, you are doing this, and you don't need to push beyond that. There's always areas that we can soften and release a little tension from. And we close our eyes and really tune in. One last breath. And then just gently roll back through center and take a moment to pause exactly as you are. Nothing to dull, nothing to change. We're going to rise to our fingerprints next to the mat here for striking Cobra. Take the hands as wide as feels good. And we'll take 3 to 5, just moving with your breath. I encourage you to close your eyes and just feel that rhythm, that fluidity, moving up and down your spine. Easy, effortless, intimate. When you feel satisfied, you'll slide back into child's pose, Balasana. Just keep the knees joined, wrap the arms around your body as you gently rest your forehead to the ground. Closing your eyes down and settling the weight of your body into this shape, becoming passive, relaxed. Relax your weight here. Relax any effort. Relax your belly. And take an easy breath in and an easy breath out. When you feel ready, move and really slowly come down onto your back, facing any direction that you just organically arrive in. You may choose to have your legs long or feet to the ground, your knees bent and knocking in, if that feels better for your low back. If there's anything nearby, like a pillow or a bolster or anything to slide under your knees, whatever you need to reach for. Begin to relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Feel this sense of relaxation radiate down your body, down to your thighs, legs, toes. A subtle tuck of your chin to relax your head and face. Arriving in the place that you were always headed to. Shavasana. I want you to think of Shavasana as like you've just put the kettle on and now you're adding the tea bag. When you put that tea bag in for only 2 seconds, there's not much flavor in the tea. But if you let it sit and stay and brew and steep, the flavor is richer, more therapeutic, more enjoyable. I encourage you to stay, to brew, to steep, to absorb. In the moment you do decide to rise slow, rise mindfully, acknowledging yourself, acknowledging your practice, your effort. I look forward to practicing with you again really soon. Namaste.